Welcome back to GFTV. I'm Mimi Elashiri, and you might know me from places like Instagram or from the MTV series, #MTVItGirls, which is a short online series which follows me, Alexandra Spencer, and Kate Peck around on our social media, fashion, fun adventures. It's also got short 3-minute clips on air. And yeah, but today, actually, besides all that, I'm here to give you some tips on how to be Insta famous. Okay, so my first tip to success on Instagram, I guess, I would say is to be yourself, because if you want to have an engaging audience and people that are going to connect to you, you have to portray your own personality and character, and it's really damn obvious when you're taking on things that aren't really you. And I think that's definitely the most important part, to have like a loyal following of people that are going to support you no matter what you do and where you go, is to, you know, have that personality that's clearly you, and make sure that you stick to, yeah, just being yourself and being true to yourself. My second Instagram tip would be to incorporate your lifestyle into your feed. So things like the food you're eating, the festivals you go to, the places you travel to, your friends, so that people can then connect to more of your personality and what you do rather than just what you look like on the outside. My third tip for Instagram would be to create a narrative and a little bit of a story that people can read when they see your images. So instead of just like one little word or one little tag, give them like a little story, maybe where you were at the time, or if you feel inspired by a song that you're listening to, or just incorporate like as many aspects as you possibly can of your lifestyle into the picture. So sometimes I will write like a long story about what I did that day in the lake that there's a photo of, or something like that. So yeah. My fourth tip for Instagramming would be to create an overall aesthetic when you go into your page. So whether people are clicking through from your friends or from a label that's tagged you, when they get to your profile, their eye is drawn to all these different images. So I like to put like a similar filter over all my photos and sometimes alternate black and white. I like to use ViscoCam to edit my photos. I'm sure there's a better one, but I'm just hooked on that one. And I always use the A series and make them really faded and then mix them up with black and white. So when you go into my profile, there's all these different interesting looking things instead of like the same big blur and your eye gets all confused. So I definitely think that you should put a lot of effort into making that like your little artwork, your little blog thing. My fifth and final tip for Instagramming would be to not overpost, and to make sure that you know who your target audience is and that you're posting at times that they'll be online. So say your audience are in school, maybe you should post photos after school so you're not distracting them. Or if they're in another country, maybe take into account what time they're awake and they're asleep, things like that. Yeah, make sure that you're just really engaging with your audience, because at the end of the day, they're the reason that you will build your following, and they're the most important.
Okay, so that was amazing advice. Thank you very much. I'm definitely going to use that on my own Instagram account. But I can't let you get away without playing a little game, because that's obviously what we're always doing. So I want to ask you a few fashion questions. Just first answer off the top of your head.
Okay.
Okay, first thing is, what is your favorite fashion trend?
Double denim.
Amazing. Okay, what is one item of clothing that you would never wear?
A purple ruched formal dress.
That sounds horrendous. If you could wear one label for the rest of your life, one brand, what would it be?
Serve the label.
Oh,
the two girls from Tamarama, their stuff's awesome.
Great. What is the most embarrassing piece of clothing that you own?
I have all these different coloured silk, like ruched undies that I wear to bed. They're like puffy. Like they look like the things that you put over. They look like the thing that you would like put over a baby's diaper.
Oh, okay.
But they're silk and they're comfy.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I wear them to bed.
That's a little fact about you.
There you go.
And what is your favourite piece of clothing that you own?
My Lee jeans that have a big rip across the butt at the back, and they're really old and vintage and flared.
So your little undies can hang out there?
Well, no, just have to wear small undies so they don't. But yeah, they're my favourite.
That sounds amazing. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and if you want to see more amazing GFTV action, subscribe right here.
Or you can catch me on #MTVItGirls on my Instagram.
Yep, when you're ready.
Okay. I just forgot.